Hello, Leo. I am going to be drawing some tarot cards from Light Seers Tarot. I'm using a different spread this month, but I'm going to get shuffling. I am here of the greatest and highest good of the collective of Leo. If you have Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Leo, then this reading is totally for you for December 2022. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. If you do not know who I am, my name is Heidi Corona. Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi, that is me, the one and only. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'm also on IG, TikTok. Wow, look at these cards you have. Hold on. These energies are pretty similar. We all get hit with these energy patterns. I thank you guys for tuning in with me. If you are not subscribed to my channel, click that notification bell so you never miss anything from me. This is for Leo. Leo, let's dive in. So your current energy right now, in beginning the month of December, we're not quite in December yet, but beginning December, Page of Cups, Leo. Page of Cups. So this is about new emotions, man. Maybe you're just figuring yourself out a little bit more. That's what I feel here from your team is you may have been in a certain lifestyle or a certain life pattern for quite some time. And you're deciding that you might feel differently about some things. You're learning new things about yourself in an emotional sense. And this is a beautiful energy to sit in. There's a newness here, a vulnerability here. And that's not a bad thing at all. So let's go ahead and dive in a little further. Your overall monthly theme for the month of December 2022, Ace of Swords. This doesn't surprise me, okay? Because you're learning new things about yourself in an emotional way. You're learning how to express your emotions differently, or maybe not to express them sometimes when you really want to. You're thinking in different ways. You're having these new emotional up levelings, these new, you might even be getting downloads. You're thinking in new ways, new patterns. Things are being broken. I see this light shining through. Maybe you were always conditioned by your parents, by society, by your culture, by your religion, who knows what, to be a certain way, to conform to a certain lifestyle. And I see that that's kind of breaking through. Like you're like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me think a little differently. I feel differently about things now. And that's a beautiful space to be in. Although you may feel a little uncertain about things, I want you to know that you are divinely supported by your angels, by your spirit team, by your past loved ones. They are looking out for you. So how do others perceive you? This is Major Arcana card number 14, the Temperance. Look at this guy. He's an earth angel, okay? He has wings and a halo, but he's managing the darkness and the light. He's balancing the darkness and the light. How others perceive you. I see this as peacekeeper. I see this as very generous, a generous person, a calm individual, somebody to go to when, I need someone to talk to who I can trust. I see this here with you, Leo. Others perceive you as a very balanced individual, quite a positive person, maybe a fixer of the problems. Okay. But I see here that you may have, things of your own that you would really like to address now. And you might be pulling back a little bit from others. Okay. Because you're thinking differently. You're thinking in new ways. And that might be why other people rely on you, is because you can think outside the box. You get it done, Leo. That's awesome. But this month is really about choosing you. Okay. I have to say that as well. So what are you leaving in the past? 8 of Wands. This can be sparks of flying. Okay. I'll say this right now. Sometimes there's too many hands in the pot and it does not turn out the way you want it to turn out. Okay. There's too many people with too many ideas and too many opinions and too many say-sos. And I see that you're leaving this in the past. You're like, you know what? I've got ideas of my own. I've got ideas of my own, and they may not jive with any of these or all of these. And I see you leaving this behind you. Too many inputs. I see that you're really like, wait a minute. Like I said, that cultural conditioning, the family conditioning, society, your job. Maybe you're deciding to leave your job because it doesn't resonate with who you are anymore. You're like, what am I really doing here? Okay, please take this reading and any reading as it resonates. You are your own person, Leo. I'm only in the collective here. Let it land where it lands in your life for you. You should know what area or areas I'm talking about. Family, partnerships, friendships, work, whatever this is for you. You're having this new emotional awakening and your thought patterns and processes are changing. But to people, you're that same old individual that they can count on. All right. So it might be challenging for you to step away from all these energies, to step away from all this. I feel like this is opinions, what people think of you. For such a long time, Leo, I can see that you have really cared about what certain individuals think of you. And now that's beginning to clash with what you think of yourself or what you know to be true in the world. So you're deciding to leave this behind you. Now, what are you bringing in and keeping in with you? Major Arcana card number 15, the devil. All right. So this doesn't mean you have the devil inside of you or anything like that. The devil is about manipulation. The devil is about addictions, trauma, these kinds of things. The fact that you're leaving this in the past, what other people think of you or their opinions or what they think you should do, I feel like maybe you're keeping these kinds of things close to your chest. Maybe you feel like you can't quite be honest about this new version of yourself, the new opinions that you have. So you're like, you know what, I'm going to cut and run, but I'm not exactly going to tell people what I'm doing. Okay. This could also be reliance on substances, coping mechanisms to get you through. All right. We are all human people here and we all, are doing our best. Okay. So your spirit team says, Leo, if you are somebody who overspends, overshops, overgives, uses substances to feel better, maybe exercises too much and pushes yourself to the limit, you are the only person who knows that about you. Okay. You're the only person who can say what's healthy and what's not healthy. If it is making you, if it is getting you through this time, don't begrudge yourself that. Just know that there is a healthier horizon, a healthier option on the horizon for you, Leo, that you won't necessarily feel like you're in the dark with your own self and your own secrets or whatever this could be. I do want to say here that you have a pretty powerful energy, okay? Sometimes we can use that magnetic Leo energy, that charismatic energy that you have, that leader inside of you. You can use that to your advantage. So please be aware that you're not blowing smoke up anyone's, rear end or anything like this. Be aware that you don't have to hide who you truly are in order to be accepted by people. The people who are not accepting you as you truly are, it's because you're meant to shift away from that crowd or shift away from those individuals, not to uphold this false mask of no, I really am who you say I should be, but really I'm also this other person that I am inside. Okay. Sometimes we feel like we have to keep this mask up or tell people what they want to hear so that we're not making waves. Okay. Spirit says that's okay if you feel like it gets you to the next day, but in the long run, it's not sustainable for you to be dishonest or even manipulative of situations. That you may need to use this as a crutch right now, but it will not be in the long term. Okay. It will not be in the long term. So, what is a challenge or an obstacle that you may face in December? Two of Swords. This is about two different options being presented to you. Something in your mind, back and forth. I don't know. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I go there? Should I not go there? Should I make this big giant change? Should I take this mask off and tell everybody who I really am now? This is totally up to you, Leo, but it's two things in your head that are just going around. And sometimes when we got things like that in our mind that feel so important, I see this here, the temperance, where he's balancing two things. From the outer world, it looks like you have a great balance, but in your inner world, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm almost frozen into place because both of these things are so incredibly important to me, or I can see in the long run how beneficial it would be to do either one. Okay. So it's kind of tough to make a decision. Spirit is saying to put this blindfold on your eyes, not to think logically about this situation, to sit in the energy of as if I've already made this decision. How does this sit with me? And just sit for a quiet moment as if you've made the decision. How does your body feel? And deciding not to make a decision is a choice to remain the same. Do you feel like you want to remain in the same scenario for much longer? You have three options: this one, that one, or not choosing at all. I see this here. So, this can be a challenge for you. Maybe you don't want this choice thrown at you. Maybe you don't want to make a decision about this. Maybe it's been up in the air for a while. You're not quite ready. Maybe this is something you don't want to tell people about. Maybe it's embarrassing. That's up to you, Leo. Nobody's saying you have to. But the challenge here is that it's going to be presented to you in December. Definite options going on, maybe feeling like you just can't make the right decision, being afraid to make the wrong one. The guidance on how to handle this is the Knight of Cups here. This is about knowing what's in your heart, feeling into what is right and running full force as fast as you can and not looking back. Not looking back at what you're leaving behind, the other option, not even romancing and entertaining that other option. Well, man, if I would have went with that, then, I wouldn't have to deal with whatever this is, blah, blah, blah. Don't pull yourself back into that same non-action, that same stalemate, that same frozen position, because making it through that challenge is the challenge, right? Making the decision is that challenge. Deciding is the freaking challenge. And once you decide what is right in your heart, what is right with your life and the life that you want to design for yourself, Leo, run full force with it. Knight of Cups, he's going fast. He's meticulously groomed. He set it all up. He knows what's right, and he is not having any reservations. He's not allowing anything to hold him back. He's going to go for it 100%. And if it doesn't work out, he'll know that he gave it his all. He gave it his best. Let me sip my water again, Leo. Got some cards here. Got some cards. So what to embrace? This is crazy. 8 of Wands. I'm sorry, 8 of Swords. Please forgive me. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. So what to embrace? This is about the restrictions that you have. The people in your life that make you feel confined or restricted, the people who are naysayers, the jobs that don't let you grow and expand. Okay, this is what to embrace. Sometimes we got to embrace the injustice of our circumstances so that we can become empowered enough to just make a big giant change and burst through them. Okay, I see this here. Spirit says, embrace what you know is not working, what you know is limiting, confining you, so that you can feel empowered enough to stand up and walk away. Do you see that this person is whole and healthy and complete? She can stand up and do anything she wants, but as she looks in the mirror, she sees her life circumstances as confining to her. She sees herself as unable to move, to breathe, to be herself in some area. I feel like this is a lot of this newness, these new ideas. I feel like maybe people won't accept it in your environment. So you're feeling like, oh no, I can't come clean about this. I can't come clean about the wanting to move, wanting to leave, wanting to share this new spiritual knowledge that I have, this new up leveling, whatever this is for you, Leo. Whatever this is for you, secrets always come to light. Okay, deciding to come clean with whatever this is in an upfront and open manner releases you of any guilt. Okay, step out of the shadows shame free. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I want to do. Come into alignment with the life that you are designing for yourself. So what to embrace is noticing your limitations, noticing what areas aren't working for you, noticing where you don't feel free to shine and do what you want. That is where spirit wants you to pay more attention, to make adjustments to better your life. Now, what to release or avoid? Ace of Cups, jumping in too quickly with something that seems too good to be true. I have to say this. Ace of Cups, this is like a brand new love in your heart. Okay, I can see this here. It can be that. Sometimes we're not ready, okay? For some of you guys here, some of the Leos that are tuning in, if this is like a substance abuse, if this is like some kind of a coping mechanism, we do these things because we're wounded and we're hurt. And jumping on to the next thing that lights us up, like another person, is what I'm saying. Another person, becoming enmeshed with somebody, becoming codependent on somebody, then all of a sudden we're fine, right? We're okay. And we might not need these things anymore. We might not need those parts of ourselves anymore because now we have this. But when everything weighs so heavily on one thing that's outside of ourselves, everything can crumble because people are infallible. People are fallible. Forgive me, please. People are fallible. Things can go wrong. Can be beyond our control. We can have letdown. So Spirit is saying to avoid placing your heart and your worth and your value on something that is outside of yourself. Okay. Cultivate the joy and the love within you. That is what is right. That is what is right for you. I feel like you may be kind of up in the air. I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't place your cup in someone else's hands, is what I'm getting for this, is that no one else has the answers but you. Only you know what sits right with you, and sometimes that's a challenge. Don't let your love for someone or something overcome what is actually going on, the truth of the situation. Okay? Sometimes we can really love people who aren't healthy for us. Sometimes we can really want something to work out, but in our heart of hearts, we know that it's damaging to our path, damaging to our life. Take it as it resonates, Leo. Whatever this is for you that you know to be damaging to your soul, all right? Wounding to you in a regular sense, but just by being exposed to it, limit those interactions, avoid that as much as possible because you need to tend to you, especially in the month of December. I see this here. Now, others in your life, their attitudes, their actions, two of wands, stay or go, this or that. I'm going to give you this option. Listen, you had better do this or else. I see this here, but you are getting yourself all figured out. I feel like other people might put additional baggage on you, a time limit, a deadline, circumstances, conditions. Okay, well, you need to do this, this, and this, or else, I'm gonna whatever. Take a look and see what is that giving to you. All right. Are you confined? Are you now being given an ultimatum, Leo? I almost see this here. I see others in your environment giving you this ultimatum. No wonder you're using crutches to get through this time. No wonder you can't be completely forthcoming and honest because their love has conditions. Their assistance, their help has conditions. This is two locations. This is literally come live with me and I'll take care of you, but can you trust that? I'll just say this right now. Whoever who that is like some indecent proposal stuff. You know that old movie? I don't know if you're hearing me, Leo, but if it's too good, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is in the month of December. All right. Work on you, get yourself figured out. Know that no one's going to rush in on their shining white horse and save your day. You are the one who's going to save your day. You are the one who's going to save yourself. If you like the idea and the option that is presented to you, then hey, man, listen to that inner knowing and take care of it and dive in full force. Like I said, two options. Two options. It's about what you know to be true and good for yourself. All right. Not your logical brain, not the circumstances. Like in your heart of hearts, can I live with this? If things go bad, can I live with that? Leo, these are questions to ask yourself as others are presenting you with options. In the month of December, might even be going traveling, maybe even to Christmas or whatever, going to visit loved ones, relatives. I'm going to give you these a bit out of order. On the bottom of the deck, in your heart and at your core, is the 10 of wands here. This is a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff to do, Leo, a lot on your plate, a lot of baggage that you're carrying around. Maybe you have a busy schedule. Maybe you're just doing to keep yourself busy. Maybe that is your coping mechanism. All right. Slow down just a little bit and don't take on more than you can chew. Sometimes we be like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll do it all. I'll do it all. I'll do it all, especially for Christmas. I'll put it all together. Don't worry, everyone come to my house. Nobody has to bring anything. Nobody has to clean anything. Spirit is saying, don't do that to you. Allow others to help and assist and delegate some of the responsibilities that are in your life to others as you can, because you don't have to do it all on your own. Other people need the chance to contribute as well. Now, final guidance, I got you two, actually. Two came from my own deck here. Breaking chains and truth. Breaking chains. These are the chains that they can be generational patterns. These are the chains that bind you up. That's crazy that you have the 8 of swords here. What to embrace? What are your chains? What is holding you back? What is more toxic for you and your life than is beneficial for you and your life, Leo? Making these big giant cuts, breaking chains, cuts these out of your life, deciding to go a whole new direction. And the truth card, man, you got to be honest. If not with others, you must be honest with yourself. That is how this page here fits back together right. Okay. You're going to heal because you've got to be honest about the truth of what is holding you back, the truth of what you allow in your life, the truth of what kind of mental patterns, emotional patterns, energy patterns you are carrying, the truth about the coping mechanisms that you're using to get by, even if that's just not telling people the whole truth about things, like, hey, use your own free will and good judgment and only tell people things that you like, people that you trust. You know what I mean? You know who you can't trust. Don't tell them things. All right, Leo? Don't tell them things if they'll make or break you. Nobody has the power to make or break you. Yeah, they can hurt you. They can wound you with their words or their opinions, but nothing truly weighs on those people. So breaking through these things, identifying what they are in the truth of your heart is super important. Maybe writing some of this down. Journaling is what they're giving me. Sometimes it's very healing to journal some of the things that roll around in our brain, like your overall monthly theme here, Ace of Swords, these things that are rolling around in your brain, journaling the things that you would like to release and let go of, and burning those papers if you can help it, or just journaling to work out different problems or scenarios that you're going through on the regular, on the daily. If you're having some kind of an emotional up leveling, a spiritual up leveling, like I suggested earlier, journaling those experiences as you reach greater heights. This charts your progress, so you can go back and look and say, wow, you know what? I'm not so burdened as I used to be. I'm not so confined by my circumstances as I used to be. In fact, I don't shop nearly as much as I used to, and I feel like I can be myself with people now. I'm able to share myself with people who are worthy and not hold back the truth of who I am for fear of no longer being accepted. All right. I see this here with you. It starts with you, Leo, and it ends with you, Leo. You can break these chains and show the world the truth of who you truly are without them. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you for December 2022. If you enjoyed this video, give it a little thumbs up. That shows it to other YouTube viewers. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please click that notification bell so you never miss anything from me. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, but I also offer personalized tarot spread videos right here on YouTube. And all my links are in the description box. So if you want to check me out, I offer private sessions. I do a lot of cool stuff. So check me out. My links are there. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I send you much love and many blessings, and I will see you on the mid-month. Bye, Leo.